Welcome back, everyone. It's Megan here, and we're bringing you a girlfriend takeover on the map Meltdown. Today we're going 31-4 on a team deathmatch, and it's been a long time coming. Let me tell you, I have been studying my brain off for quite a few weeks now just to pass my national registry for paramedic, and I have passed the national registry. I am very excited, very proud of myself. Passed it the first try, and not a lot of people can say that, but as you are probably aware, I haven't been putting out very many videos because of the fact I was studying, and it really took a toll in my gameplay. It took a long time just to get back in the swing of things, and now I am, and I'm bringing to you 31-4, so obviously the gameplay will speak for itself. However, as you can tell, there's a lovely little black cat in the right bottom corner, and you will notice I do not use it the entire game. I completely forgot it was there. I tried some Jedi mind tricks. You'll see me trying to engage some bouncy betties and claymores and freak the campers out and not know where I'm coming from. It's my goal, but definitely would have helped me out a little bit with all this equipment that campers love to use. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about fears. And everyone has those fears, and a lot of people don't really want to talk about them because it'll make them seem vulnerable, but I'm one of those people who will let you in on some of the things that I am scared of. Now, the first thing, obviously, is failure. I am a perfectionist. I really like to overthink things, and it's good and bad sometimes. You know, I'm really dedicated to what I do, especially in my job, but definitely comes at a price. You know, a lot of people feel like you have to fail to really succeed, and I believe in that wholeheartedly. You have to learn from your mistakes, and if you're not learning from your mistakes, then you're obviously not going to get anywhere in your life. But I mean, the biggest concern with failure, especially with my job, is that I have to respond to an emergency regarding my family, especially my immediate family. I am especially concerned that my dad may have a heart attack because of just his lifestyle, things that he's doing personally, and if it ever comes down to it, and God forbid I have to do CPR and try and resuscitate him, if my efforts failed, I don't know if I could really live with myself. I know, like, if people die and stuff, it's not technically my fault. You know, everything happens when it's supposed to happen. But if that happened and I was a part of trying to save him and it didn't work, then I don't know. I would kind of feel like it was my fault. Kind of feel like I let myself down. And, you know, there's a lot of EMTs where they have those experiences and they have people die on them, and you know, some people actually decide to throw in the towel and say, I can't do this anymore. But I honestly hope that that never happens to me, and I won't have to worry about that. But on better topics, less emotional, deep water. I know a lot of people are afraid of deep water. I have a lot of reasons. I had very bad experiences in deep water. Let's start with the fact that my dad, when I was young, we had a little party, West Virginia, with my aunt, and they had an in-ground pool. And there was a lot of people there, and I had never swam before. It actually took me a while to learn how to swim. And my dad decided it'd be a good idea to let me jump in the deep end. And he said that he was going to catch me. Well, he didn't end up catching me. I just kind of slipped right through his fingers and went all the way down to the bottom. And, you know, I've never been down in deep water or anything. I don't know how to react. I just kind of sat there Indian style and just stared. And I even tried to breathe. And I felt like a little mermaid for a little bit. And I don't know. It wasn't very good. And then my dad came down, picked me up, and then I kind of realized what was going on, and I was gasping for breath and everything. And it could have been a very bad situation. And then I went up north. This is a little more recent. I went up north, and I was with my cousins, and there's a lakefront property that my grandparents have, and I ended up getting pushed off the dock. And right off the dock, I guess it's like, it felt like 5 feet, and it's all muck. It's disgusting. And I got pushed in, my feet instantly went down to the muck, but as soon as my feet touched the muck and I had pressure on it, the muck just disappeared right underneath of me. It freaked me out, and it ended up being like 9 feet deep. And yeah, that's horrible. And then the things that come out of the lake, there's giant snapping turtles and things that look like dinosaurs that are under those lakes, and I don't want to be a part of it at all. You know, you don't see what's under the water, and sometimes it's better that you don't. But Another thing that I'm scared of are heights, and you'll notice with me, if anyone knows me, the things I'm scared of I love to engage in and do and make myself not scared of them. And I'd never rode an airplane before. My first airplane ride was an open cockpit biplane, and I went over a bridge in it, over water. It was so cool, but I was terrified, shaking like a leaf the entire time. And I firmly believe that the things that you're scared of you should try and conquer, because that's when you have the most memorable experiences, the most beautiful experiences. I mean, I can't tell you how beautiful it was to fly in this open cockpit biplane over this bridge and just stare at the landscape and everything. It was just gorgeous. And if you let your fears hold you back, you're going to miss so much in life. But another thing that I'm afraid of is confined spaces, and one of the things I did to try and break that was I joined the fire academy. And there's a lot of things that, you know, you have to deal with in the fire academy, and we had to crawl through tunnels and different things. Were completely blindfolded, and they had a little maze with all these trap doors and things like that, and you know, it's just creepy. If I'm in a little box where it feels like all my oxygen's taken away and things like that, I tend to start to freak out slowly. My biggest fear is getting trapped in an elevator, because it's kind of like a claustrophobic confined space environment for me. And basically, I had that experience when I went to a haunted house. They actually try and trigger those fears, obviously, because it is a haunted house. You want to get the biggest bang for your buck. And they actually had a room where they would basically have maybe 7 or 8 people go in this little tiny room that was maybe 6 feet tall by 6 feet wide, and it was all like wooden walls. And what would happen is they'd fill the entire room with playground balls, and they would turn off the lights so you wouldn't know what was going on, and it would literally feel like you were getting buried alive. And everybody in the room would start freaking out, and they'd start, you know, creating all this extra movement and make it feel so much tighter. And then the person who was controlling it was kind of sitting above the balls. And I mean, it doesn't scare me when I have balls dropped on my face, because playing with Steve and Jen and everyone, they like to drop their balls on my face in Call of Duty quite frequently. So I guess I'm a little immune to that, but I guess staying calm in those situations are the best thing for you. If you stay calm, you're not going to freak out as much, and you're not going to use as much air, and, you know, I guess training yourself how to deal with emergencies is always a good thing, right? So basically, with this gameplay, you'll see there's so many campers, and I just cleared out this entire room. It was amazing. I didn't even see all those people, but running engineer, this is completely unrelated to any of the topics I'm talking about, but running engineer is the best move you can make, especially when you get in a lobby with campers. They throw up their equipment. You can see where they're always hiding, because there's no reason to protect a room if you're not going to be in it. So you'll see where they're always hiding. And then engineer, you know, you'll set off your equipment. It'll be delayed. So with me, you'll see me just running. I don't know how this guy killed me. I should have got him. I already got a hit marker on him at the beginning, but, you know, streaks end, unfortunately. But engineer, like I said, was great. This match, I used the Peacekeeper with rapid fire and extended mag. And personally, I never told you guys, but I love the Peacekeeper. It is a really accurate gun. The firing rate isn't that great, even though rapid fire is on. And the damage, you know, it could be a little bit better. But the accuracy reminds me of ACR, and that is why I choose to run it. A lot of people say, well, you know, it's not comparable with any of the other guns in its class. And I guess in some ways it's not. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I'm back in action, as you can tell, and I'm very excited to be playing Call of Duty again. So thank you guys. I'm out.